like Big Button, I cannot lie. It's ball up top where the jokes might be childish, but the takes are grown. It's Greer and Chauny here. You shut up when it's black girl time to speak. But yeah, we got some stuff for y'all. It's Adult Swim too. The kids are in bed. Let's get right into it because season's coming to an end. This season kind of flew by a little bit. Like we've had 9 messy Mondays.
There's been peaks and valleys, certainly.
Yeah.
It's been kind of light on the messy Mondays, which is weird because we've had games like on Mondays now too. But I'm saying that now I'm only manifesting what will surely be a very messy Monday next week on the 8th. So speaking it into existence, they've taken like a month off of a messy Monday, so we need it back.
Everybody just take a deep breath. And while you're doing that, before we get into mess, you can get fresh with home field merch. College season, folks. Football. Some of y'all's football teams ain't 1-0. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. I don't know how to cope with that. But other than go get some home field merch. Support your sorry teams. Show them that you still care, that you're still in the trenches with them. Use NoCap15 for 15% off your first purchase. Get your women's basketball gear. We have a collection curated, handcrafted for you. Use the code, go to home field. Again, if you're in Bloomington, tell them we sent you. And
if you're in Chapel Hill, get some merch.
You're in Trouble Hill.
Console yourselves right now. Gather around.
Because it's getting real. But back to women's basketball. Woo, folks, speaking of fighting for their lives, if you look at the standings right now, the 6th team is Golden State, the 7th team is Indiana, 8th, Seattle, 9th, Los Angeles Sparks. These are the last 4 teams fighting for their playoff lives. 4 teams, 3 spots, obviously. And this scheduling is a little hellacious because when you look at it, okay, let's go through it right now. The Sparks, remaining games, they play the Aces, the Dream, the Mercury, and the Wings. The Valkyries, they play the Liberty, the Lynx twice, the Storm, and the Wings. That's 5 teams. Seattle plays the Liberty and the Valkyries. Okay. Indiana plays the Mercury, the Sky. I thought we was done with that. The Mystics and the Lynx. So that's 4 teams. Sparks obviously are going through Hell Week, followed by, right up there with the Valkyries, because you got to play the Aces, the Dream, and the Mercury. Valks got to play Liberty, Lynx twice, Storm.
And they play the Dream twice, right? The Sparks.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
In that span. So, yeah, I mean, it's I know every team is going to wind up playing 44 regular season games, but it is crazy to see for this home stretch that there were teams who had 4 games left in the season and then teams that had 8 games left in the season. Yeah. I just think that they're we all know too that playoffs is about peaking at the right time, having some luck on your side when it comes to injuries and stuff like that too. And half of the league is gonna kill themselves just trying to get there.
Yes. And that's kind of another thing. When you have playoff matchups, right? The Aces have been off for a week. So it's kind of even if you do get to the playoffs, they're going to be well rested. They on TikTok right now dressing as their type. They are cooling. And
it's bonding like a muff right now.
Bro, it's crazy out there. So I'm this scheduling has got to, I don't mind back-to-backs. I don't mind I guess tight weeks, but you got to do something to where we're not having this much chaos. right? Because, like, I'm sorry, the Sparks having to do all of that to finish out the season while Seattle has 2 games. Like, no. Like, why would you do that? I think everybody should kind of start the same and finish the same. So whatever happens in that middle part, that's when you get into the grind. But goodness gracious, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games for the Valkyries, and again 2 for Seattle.
Yeah,
because I guess that kind of. Okay, no, go ahead.
I think it'll also be interesting to see. Like, we know that Minnesota has secured the number 1 seed. And also have the most wins now, regular season wins in franchise history. So like anything more that they do is kind of like cherry on top, right, of their season. But obviously you want to be playing well, but you want to like going into the playoffs. But like, will any of their stars get more rest? Like Kayla McBride missed their game yesterday with scheduled rest. Obviously Nafis is in the middle of an MVP race. Alana Smith also, I think, in the middle of a DPOY race. So how will Cheryl and their coaching staff just like approach the remaining games of their season? Because they play some good teams and teams that are looking for wins,
Yes.
But like they are looking for the ultimate win. So
yeah,
how do you play that,
And then you still kind of have the Dream licking their wounds, but like Leash was still in the race. Like, Naz Hillman is still up for 6th Woman of the Year. Like, she's been huge. You got Dominique Malonga out in Seattle. Like, she only has 2 more games to show it, but they want her for 6th Woman. Some of these campaigns are kind of funny. Like, I remember in high school, senior year, people started campaigning for senior superlatives, and I was like, that's not how this works. And like, some people were like, vote for me for most likely to succeed, and I was like, that's not how this works. But I'm just looking at some of these campaigns like, okay, you got it, bro. Like, I love that you waited until August to do it, but okay.
Yeah, no, no case crazier than the Dallas Wings campaigning for Arike to be first team All-WNBA, or just, I don't know, was it first team? Or was
I think it was.
Okay, so that, like, Savannah, slow down.
Like,
you're already doing too much, but first team is crazy. And
she tweeted about it. She was like, I woke up and my team is putting me in a pack or something like that. And I was like, yeah, because like, meanwhile, you got people talking about, yeah, we need to trade her. And I was like,
yeah,
the duality.
No, for real, it's both ends of the spectrum. But no, I can appreciate the honesty and the candor in those responses, because please stop playing with me and please stop playing with the fans. Like, why are you setting me up like that?
But to be fair, in her defense, she's had some wild first team selections. Like that one year where she was shooting like 34% from the field. That was insane.
And well, I mean, we're true. However, you and I both know we're in a different era now when it comes to WNBA guards.
I don't know. I just see the difference is she started playing with Paige, and now she ain't up for nothing. So I seen an all-star. I don't know.
34%.
I don't know, big dog. She was up for
where we were at.
She was first teaming. I had people arguing with me that Alyssa was gonna have a breakout year playing alongside Paige, and she just got traded. I had people arguing with me. Oh, today. Shout out to Anonymous Dallas Wings account that was arguing with me on Twitter, because I had said something when they hired Koklanis. I was like, I don't know why you would fire, LT for this. Like, I don't see how this is a significant step up. That's because you don't watch ball. Maybe if you don't know ball, if you watch the Wings. And now he on a timeline talking about we need to fire.
First order of business.
The first bullet point. Second one was I said, hey, hang in there, Wings fans, because it gets worse. Keep your heads up. And it was after Arike put up a stinker. This is the worst she's ever played. Like, it's not going to get any worse. And I was like, well, first of all, she shot 2 of 23. I was there. That's the worst she's ever played. It does get worse. Second order of business, trade Arike. I was like, stop playing with me. Yeah, look, there is nobody that is more privy to the pain the Dallas Wings are capable of causing than I am. I was in the trenches. I was at Georgia Tech watching the Wings battle it out with the Atlanta Dream. Like, I've been here, bros. Like, you're not gonna school me on the pain of the Dallas Wings. You can go ahead and read Lore of the League, Dallas Wings University, because some of you are starting to learn it. You're starting to get it. Like, I saw a graphic the other day that was like, look at all of this talent. Yeah.
Veronica Burton. Is it all the women who are up for MIP played for?
Yes, actually. Oh my gosh.
Drafted by the Dallas Wings. Not just played for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, that's nasty.
And then you got Alicia Gray up for MVP, Rookie of the Year for the Dallas Wings. You got Marina Mayberry. Everybody loves her. Also played for the Dallas Wings. Like, go read Lore of the League. I lay it all out bare, the pain the Wings have caused and what's to come. So subscribe to our Substack and you'll see. You'll see. So, okay.
Stay down. Wings fans, stay down for the come up.
Or don't. Because I can't say that I did. It's perfectly understandable if you're not built for that. Because, Lord, have mercy. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen. Let's talk about who we think is getting in. And, based on what we just said about that hellacious schedule, who's getting in, Greer? So again, we got the Valkyries at 6, Indiana at 7, Seattle at 8, Sparks at 9.
Who's getting in? Seattle Storm are getting in.
Okay, they play Libs and the Valkyries, so yeah, I would hope so.
Okay, it's funny that the Wings can play spoiler a little bit in this too.
Hey man, our season is shot, so let's mess up yours too. Yeah.
I'm gonna say that the Golden State Valkyries are getting in. They've just been too fun also to not get in. Like,
so Liberty, Lynx twice, Storm and Wings. You taking Valkyries?
Liberty, Lynx twice, Storm and
Wings.
Oh my god, what a gauntlet! Yeah. I don't know. It's so far it's hard to bet against Natalie Nakase and her coaching staff and the game plans that they can come up with.
Nah, dead ass.
It's hard to, right? Like, I know she got 3 wins in her off of that, and I don't know how they're gonna happen, but they are.
Okay, all right, so that's 2.
And I also just wanted, selfishly, like, an expansion team getting into the playoffs, their very first year in existence, would just be super dope.
Hey, postseason ball holla,
right? Regular season ball already top 2-3 off that. Right,
man, they blowing the roof off of that joint. So yeah, the W kind of needs that. They need that, and Ball Holla don't care who coming to town. You hear me? Ball Holla said we here for our girls and our girls only. So bring whomever. Hey, you know what? Now I respect the pods. I don't like it, but I respect it.
No, I did enjoy his, like, all his interstitial things on, like, League Pass of him being, like, courtside at the Valkyries games. I have enjoyed that. Okay, and then lastly, and I think it dovetails nicely into the next conversation that we're gonna have.
Ooh, we say it.
But the Indiana Fever should still make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. You got Mercury. Okay, that might be an L. Sky, that should be an easy dub. Mystics, that should be a dub. Lynx.
But it's the Lynx
finish 2-2.
Right. It's a Lynx last game, if I'm not mistaken. So
but it's like, if hey, let me see how many games the Aces have, because that last game might mean something. You feel me?
Right. But yeah,
they should.
The Indiana Fever, yes, has Caitlin missed a majority of the season. It's all very, well documented. Obviously, we're still, will she or won't she when it's time to talk about her coming back this season. But even without her coming back, You know, this is a good opportunity for Aaliyah Boston. You know, Kelsey Mitchell, again, last year was her first time playing in the playoffs as a pro. Like, she still needs that experience, you know, as well as some of the other contributors on the Indiana Fever. The front office and franchise didn't invest this much into this team this season to not get to the playoffs at least.
Yeah, no, and it's like a new format specifically to make sure that my dog gets at least one home game. So, sorry, Sparks. That Sparks Fever game the other night gave me a headache down the stretch. So I was like, what are y'all doing? It was just like one great play and then one absolutely goofy, gas-inducing play. And then like some team had to win. So it's like both of them, they make me squint my eyes when I watch. So it's like I think it's gonna come down to like Indiana having a softer schedule, and those two wins that they get might be the difference of hanging on and, you know, getting booted out. Whereas the Sparks just have the Wings as their kind of cupcakeier team, right. Yeah. And even still, the Wings might put up a fight. So.
Hey, the last time they played, it took a Kelsey Plum game winner.
Oh yeah, man! Off a 44-point Page game, like
I'm sure she would. To my point earlier, I'm sure she would love to spoil the Sparks playoff hopes. You know what I
mean? Man, that would be the ultimate lick back.
Yeah, for a number of reasons, but
the water pad is out and out. Let's do it.
But yeah, go ahead.
No, so like you were saying, segueing into our next segment, we got a report from Indiana about Caitlin Clark, and basically no report. I mean, it's like stuff is happening, but nothing's really happening. Like, she hasn't gone full contact in practice and blah, blah, blah. So it's kind of like, and they said something about the goal being, you know, coming back this season. And that language even still is kind of funny because it's like this season, like this calendar year, or like this season, regular season, or like what do you mean by that?
Summer, like September 21st?
Yeah, like unrivaled, like. So it's kind of like, and they, all right, so we at least try and have her this decade, right? Do you think she should try and come back during the regular season in one of these 4 games to try and tune up for the playoffs? Do you think she should come back for the playoffs? Do you think she should sit out until next season?
Okay, so we've got 9 days left in the regular season, and they play 4 times, you said?
Yes.
Is the last game at Target Center, or is it at Gamebridge?
That is a good question. Their last game is at Gamebridge.
Okay.
Against the Lynx.
Yeah.
They have Gamebridge with Chicago, DC for the Mystics, and then Gamebridge for the Lynx.
Okay.
Phoenix for the Mercury.
Gotcha. Do I think she should come back? If there's any funny feeling, absolutely not.
Right.
If you don't have 100% conviction in your body and the way you move and your movement, absolutely not. It's just not worth it. You're rushing back to play the Minnesota Lynx.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, this isn't the year where I'm like, you know, they're right there. They're right there. You know, like they made like a playoff push last year. It's like, all right, we're trying to build on that. We want to make a semifinal, you know, like on that Asia Wilson type arc. Then, you know, I get it. But like this year, it's like, nah, let everybody battle it out. You know, take in the vibes. Get your coach Caitlin back in, because like again, I'm still for long-term health. I still think she's got runs in her. I still think she has the potential to really do some great things in the league. Like we saw glimmers of it earlier this season, like that 30-point game again. What was it? Triple-double? Yeah.
Like was it a Liberty?
Yeah, the Liberty to get them into the Commissioner's Cup. Like that's what I want to see her be able to do. I don't want to, see her hobble to 15, 10, and 10, which is still some people's best, but we aiming higher for my dog. But yeah, if we're scrapping and struggling, I don't think it's worth it, because that leads us into our next segment. What is the most catastrophic first round exit? And I think that puts them up there because, again, we have a lot of hype surrounding Caitlin Clark, always have. So it's like they're still getting on her about making the playoffs and getting bounced last season. And it's like, okay, so just for narrative's sake, for pride's sake, rest up, come back 100%, and then be able to defend and do some stuff. Defend your honor. But let's look at some stuff here. So
happy to.
Happy to. All right, so right now, Minnesota, Vegas, Atlanta, Phoenix already in the playoffs. The Liberty are still waiting for that ticket to be punched. Good luck and God bless. So let's say 1, 2 cataclysmic. How catastrophic would the Minnesota Lynx being upset in the first round be?
Incredibly. They've been very loud about what their goal is this year, and that is winning a championship, not only getting back to the finals, but winning it this time. They're a historically great team so far this season. And to not only not win the championship, but get bounced in the first round would be epic. I don't know that we've ever seen anything like that in W history before. If we have, my memory is very screwed up.
Yeah, because my mind automatically goes to the NBA where Dirk won MVP but got bounced first round. That was horrible. That would be nasty because Dirk and yeah.
A lot of parallels, right? I mean,
if they see Ball Holla in the imagine Ball Holla sends the Lynx home in the first round after Fee wins MVP. That would be insane. I'm not saying I want it to happen. I'm just saying the water pad is out. But yeah, no, on the scale of 1 to Donald Trump's presidency, it would be closer to that. In that, one, you guys were the top team all season. Right. So it's what is the point? At least if y'all were scraping, scratching, trying to survive, it's all right, the Fever. You know what I'm saying? I can give them some grace. I know nobody else will. Literally nobody else. Nobody else is going to. But I can see y'all limped and hobbled and scraped your way into the playoffs and did the best you could. So a first round exit would suck, but it would make, it is what it is. This, y'all was dominating. You got blasted in the Commissioner's Cup, bounced back, had a tremendous season, got feedback. She's back to form. You can't get bounced in the first round. I'm sorry, that just can't happen. The Aces. How catastrophic?
I mean, I guess it depends on what you define as a catastrophe. Given the way that their season started, not that much. If you remember correctly, right? When they were in the ninth place during the season, we were having staying on your GOAT resume conversation,
right?
So okay, so you're a tough critic. I love it, but not that catastrophic.
For me, my world would be rocked and ruined. I think because we came into the season with expectations, right? I didn't like losing to New York, in the playoffs last year. That left a bad taste in my mouth. So to come back this season, you get Jewel Lloyd. She's supposed to be serviceable. We're supposed to. We still have the core 3.5. Core 4 if you count Kia Stokes, but like you still, Chelsea Gray was supposed to be healthier. Things were supposed to be better than what they were. So when we're in 9th, it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, this isn't cool. So I think given the preseason expectations, we were expected to be better than what we are or what we were during that hellacious streak. So then like the surging happens and it's like, all right, now we're playing the way that everybody expects. Cause like to me, that Atlanta game said something to me. You know what I'm saying? Like people were locked in. The killer instinct, like that killer aces from 2022 came back. And they were trying to demolish people and tear their hearts out. So that's what I've been expecting to see all season. It just turned into like we're looking for wolves. Right now we got jackals. And I'm like, all right, bro, I don't know what to say to this. So it is what it is. I think if we lose in the first round, it would be like the Aces do a lot to like, I don't want to say shoehorn into conversations, but it's like they command a lot of respect. So it's like even while we were going through that stretch this season, it was like don't sleep on the Aces. Like they still got Asia Wilson, and it's like I get that. Again, me of all people, but I was just kind of like it's not looking good. So like we can go ahead and take us out until we're ready to be put back in. But it's like with the Aces, there's always like this don't disrespect them, don't sleep on them, don't keep the so it's like if you do all of that, like making sure people respect you and then you go out sad, that's kind of my thing. And I think it would be a little disastrous just because like you go from unanimous MVP to now like walking down the MVP, a first round exit on after that second round exit to the Liberty, like that's when we got to start talking on the legacy and stuff. And I don't want that to happen. So I need, I just know that there are certain narratives that would spark forth and I would understand them. So I think it would be pretty, not as bad as the Lynx first round, but like, I think it would still be pretty bad. But maybe I'm also biased because it would ruin my life. The Atlanta Dream first round.
Not catastrophic at all.
No.
This is a
sad.
team.
Very sad.
Yeah, but not catastrophic at all.
Yeah.
This team is obviously like numbers wise way better when Brittany Griner's off the floor and they're going with Bree Jones at the 5. And I think that opens up a lot of stuff for them. But the reality is like this is still a new team, new coaching staff coming together. And right now they're a 3 seed, but they could be a 2nd seed, a 2 seed. Right. I don't think Vegas has clinched the 2 seed, right? So like all in all, a very, very bright season for them. And if they lost in the first round, hopefully you get another crack at it. We don't know what's going to happen with the CBA, but it seems like everybody likes being there. You know what I mean? And they have like, this is still only Ryan Howard's 4th season in the WNBA.
When did Melissa got there before? So 20. Yes.
Yeah.
Melissa was she was 1 with Melissa. Melissa was the year before Aaliyah. Aaliyah's in her 3rd. Yeah, so 4th.
Yeah. So I don't think it would be catastrophic at all.
Agreed. It would be sad because they have had a historic season, franchise record for wins. You had it wouldn't be like their first MVP candidate because like Angel was balling back in the day, but it's just like the first in a long time,
Yeah.
So Pow didn't do quite enough to be in the Rookie of the Year conversations, but like she was still a very important piece as they faced all of these injuries and such. Naz Hillman again, most improved, 6 Women of the Year, whatever you want to stick her in, like she was up for it and earned the right to be in it. Carl Smeshky. Yeah, like, you know, it would be disappointing, but nowhere near as catastrophic as like the Lynx. So far the Lynx that would be devastating. The world would be turned off its axis, and then everybody else.
Hold on, there's some more people we can add to that conversation.
I was gonna say
Hold
the
on.
Phoenix Mercury.
Pretty freaking catastrophic, in my opinion. And I got a number of reasons why.
Start at the top. Let's go.
Start at the top is that you guys swung big and brought Alyssa Thomas to your franchise. But you and I have been around for the postseason demise of teams led by Alyssa Thomas, and Phoenix was there too. And so you saw that and you said, we need that. So if it doesn't pan out, you have no one to blame but yourselves. Right?
Man, listen here. Because what are they right now? Hold on. Because they're 4th seed, the Liberty are the 5th seed. So it's
already going to get, if things stay the way that it is, it's catastrophic for one of the two.
Yeah, that's it. Ooh, that's a 4 or 5 with so many consequences. But I think Phoenix, it would be less catastrophic because it's Phoenix, right? Like if you lose to the defending champions, everybody's like, well, you lost this, you know, the defending champs who added Misamin, you know, and they haven't been healthy, so they technically shouldn't be a 5 and blah, 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 blah. So it's like all of these excuses will come into play, and that's going to benefit Phoenix. But real ones know that, nah. Because you get last season, that was the team that scored 42 points in a game, 45 points in a game, something like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they were so up and down. This was the season to stabilize that. Sasu was hooping for a while. You know, then you bring in Tawana Bonner. Okay, and y'all are still, you know, you're still doing your thing and whatnot, but like you're not making the waves. Like we're not talking about them the way we're talking about the Atlanta Dream. You know, the Atlanta Dream, we're like, y'all have been cooking. Like y'all have proven what you needed to prove on the road, at home, against contenders. They beat the brakes off the Mercury. The Dream did. So it's kind of like,
so did oh sorry, well, the Mercury beat the brakes off the Liberty over the weekend. So like they do have good wins like in the regular season, but
fair.
But what you and I know it comes down to is Alyssa, you know, that's like Alyssa Thomas operating in the half court, period, point blank.
And that's it gets spooky.
And also like Satu, like that's not really her game either. Right? I think there was some risk bringing her to Phoenix. You know, she was a former number 2 pick, had played for Dallas her entire career, but had missed significant time as a member of the Dallas Wings, has also missed a good chunk of this season again, right? Kalia Copper is a year older and another year removed from her finals MVP performance for the Chicago Sky, you know, like just keeping it being like, you know, what have you done for me lately type beat, you know? And then they're also going to be having like rookies trying to contribute to playoffs.
Well, 29-year-old rookies, but yes, rookies nonetheless.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
They got life experience. It's transferable.
But like, yeah, you're just Phoenix I think it's been a pretty big gamble this season, you know.
Yes.
Regular season, it's working out, and Coach Riblets, girl dad, looks like he's actually a good coach, you know. Yeah, I can change my tune on him, but like I still think that there are flaws with this team, and again with the impending uncertainty of the CBA and all of that. And they're just older, right? Your 3 stars are, well, no. Satu's
it's not quite the unction.
It's not quite
it's getting there, but it's not quite the unction.
Yeah, so.
And I know the MVP is a regular season award, but like you can't be because we're at this point now, and we kind of do it every year with Alyssa Thomas, where it's like she's so underrated. People don't respect her. She flies under the radar, because you don't make noise when it's big girl time. And we keep seeing this when it's time, when the game is on the line, and you need to step up and take your team to that next level. It don't happen. And on top of it not happening, we see the like, yeah, I've never seen somebody with no labrum shrug their shoulders so much. Like, that is crazy to me. But it's all, like, that's what you use it for. But it's kind of like, I think she should be in the conversations. Absolutely. But it's also like, if we're having you in these conversations when it's, time to glorify and, pat you on the back, you got to come get this slander when it's time, because this is on you now. And I think we're going through this cycle repeatedly where she kind of comes in as the third person, where it's like, oh, Stewie versus Asia, Fee versus Asia. But wait, Alyssa Thomas, like, we can't just have her as the Ralph Nader. At some point, she's got to step up and be the... I told you, it's Adult Swim on here.
Hold on, Jill Stein. Hold on.
Yeah, let's modernize it. Sorry. You can't come in as the Jill Stein of this operation. Yeah, at some point you got to be a big dog candidate. So she's got it, because she's getting up there. So it's like, you got to do it. You got to do something. But if the New York Liberty get upset in the first round, I don't feel it would be as catastrophic as the Lynx, or even as like the Aces, because of the injuries. Like, you're limping into the playoffs. So yes, you can say like, oh, they added Misa in and but like, Sabrina's not her. Sabrina's also been hurt. Stewie hasn't had a lot of time to like get back into form, and like, you haven't had time to get chemistry with this new and improved team. Like,
okay, but by the time the playoffs start, Stewie will have been back for over 2 weeks.
How many games in that 2 weeks?
Fair.
Let me see. Because like, as we can see with the with the Storm, 2 weeks though ain't the same for everybody. So yeah, like,
I'm back on like the 25th. It's been about a week.
Yeah, but it's also kind of like, they have the Valkyries, Storm, Mystics, and Sky. So they play on the 5th, the 9th, and the 11th. So it's enough time to get some rest in between. They just lost to the Mercury by 17.
We came back the game before that, I believe. The game
against the Mystics. They beat them pretty soundly.
Yeah.
26. I'm still
title defense though, and you lose in the first round. Title defense when said title was already fraudulent in the hearts and minds.
And it still will be. I will make sure of that. Please believe that this doesn't erase any of that. But it's just like, when you look at the season they've had after All-Star break, like, they fell off a cliff, and it was largely due to injuries. Because like, you got Natasha Cloud in a mask right now. I don't like that mask. She need a different mask. But like, you got Natasha Cloud in a mask right now. You got Sabrina in and out for different ailments. So it's like, if they had been fully healthy and they had just, fallen off a cliff on their own volition, then it's like, okay, yeah, no, this is, you gotta end the franchise. Like, we gotta, Kathy, finish the job, do what you were supposed to do a couple years ago, and really just give this franchise the death penalty. But like, when they're hobbling into the playoffs and just starting to catch a rhythm because everybody is just now getting back. Why are you making me defend the Liberty, bro? Like, what are you doing?
I'm sick
This
to my
is supposed
stomach,
to
fam.
you supposed to be over here doing the Stewie apology tour, bro, not me.
My stomach, fam.
I can't believe this is happening, but I don't think it would be as catastrophic as the Lynx. But I don't think the Lynx would be as catastrophic as the Seattle Storm. And I don't care that the Storm, because the Storm shouldn't even be in the place that they're at. Let's start there. If the Storm lose in the first round, I'm sorry, there has to be some major shakeups. Noel's got to go. Front office might have to go. Like, heads need to roll. Like, people got to go. Excuse me, because you were not, bro. You had a bunch of 40-year-olds on this team, and they couldn't figure out how to get to the semifinals at least. To heck with the championship, because I felt like they had championship expectations at the beginning of this season, and they were playing well to start.
I agree.
So, and they have not had significant injuries. They just stunk. And now you're trying to push NECA as MVP. Now you're trying to push Malonga as 6th Woman of the Year. And now you like want to be back in the mix. And then, you know, Skylar is talking that talk. And it's like, as funny as those clips are, and as much as I want them to keep them coming, that's
you know what?
Since you lighten the pack up.
Hey, since we've been here, and we can get into this conversation a different day, but when we think about players who all-time greats who may never touch the chip in this league, we talked about one already in Alyssa Thomas. Talking about one now in Skylar Diggins. Obviously, I think Tina Charles also is in that conversation.
Bless her heart, because she wants it bad.
But like, wow. So yeah, to your point, right? Skylar's electric sliding in Target Center after a win against the Minnesota Lynx.
And to be clear, I love that energy, but like going back to Unrivaled, right? She's hootie-hooing all over the place. Love that energy. And then you let Angel Reese's team walk you down.
Finish the job.
And this has been a thing because BG in Phoenix 2021 played out of her goddamn skull. That was a postseason for the ages.
BG was like the best player in the world for like 3 weeks.
Bruh, it was insane. She had my goat crying. She had like, it was nasty. And Sky didn't meet the moment and didn't match her energy and didn't produce, you know, up to code to where that's how Chicago played well and did what they were supposed to do. But it's like part of that was she don't step up in the moments. And so this is a chance for her to kind of erase that. But like, yeah, you can't put that target on your back like that and then get bounced in the first round. I'm sorry. Like, if the Storm get popped in the first round, you think that got a lot going on meme was in circulation before? Listen.
It's going to be an update to that meme, huh?
It's going to be a new person walking in that meme because that people got to go.
Yeah. Yeah, no. Yeah, the Storm, and again, only have 2 more bites at the apple to even make the playoffs, right?
Hello? So they're the 8th seed. Going back to some stuff.
Might not even make
the 8th seed. So if they're the 8th seed,
who just
that
lost,
means they're playing the Lynx in the first round. So now it's like Skylar versus Nafisa in the first round after she just got caught electric sliding and then double downing on the electric slide
on the way off the court.
Off. Fam, a first round exit would be devastating for the Storm. I would make sure of it. That would be the first time you saw Richard. That would be the first time y'all saw Richard on camera. Because there's no way he would pull my mic. He would be at my crib right now, pulling the plug on my mic. That's how y'all would see Richard. Because I would have so many words. You can't do that. You can't do that.
Well, those Storms. I don't know what else to say.
Because that's your team.
Yeah, I don't know what else to say. It's been a roller coaster of a season.
And you got Bobby Wagner, like all
Hey,
in.
the lone bright spot of the season. Him and Malanga.
That means we don't get to see.
Come on, right?
Bobby Wagner doesn't get to see a playoff run. Like, that's wicked. You can't do that. That's one more reason to spark them up. Man, that pack is getting smoked. It's already lit right now because why are you the 8th seed? That's embarrassing. Yeah. And like you said, they have 2 more games. The Liberty and the Valkyries, bro.
Right. 2 teams are still fighting for seeding themselves. So,
and that could possibly wax them.
Jeez. Well,
man, listen. It's going to get wicked. So, yeah, in conclusion, the most catastrophic first round exit would absolutely be the Seattle Storm. Hands down, without a shadow of a doubt. Followed by the Minnesota Lynx. So, folks, buckle up. Because next ball up top, we're going to be talking about who made it, how they did it, and we're going to be gearing up for the playoffs. And it's going to get really real. And we're going to probably have a messy Monday in between. Like, somebody going to do something.
Manifest.
Somebody always doing something. So hopefully we have, maybe we'll contribute to the mess. Who knows? I don't know. Nasty rumor time? No or nah. But
we don't even need nasty rumors. It's just gonna happen naturally. That's gonna be the crazy part. Remember, you heard it here first. Monday the 8th, it's going down. It's been about a month. It's time.
Follow us on all socials so you won't miss a thing. But yeah, no, we've got content coming out. Like, subscribe, tell a friend to do the same. Share it with your friends. Share it with your enemies. Your ops need to see this too. Sorry. Let that be what y'all reconcile over. Yeah, because we got stuff coming out. We had some stuff come out today. Hey, that Jada Williams interview.
Please check it. We talked at the top. College season is right around the corner. We're starting to put out the luxury taxes. We just have one with Jada Williams to transfer to Iowa State. She was talking cash shit, but I love it. And she's ready to put the Cyclones on the map.
Yeah, and it was more so in okay, y'all said I fell off. Oh, I needed that. And I'm like, I like that. I like that energy. Yeah. Respond to the chatter. Don't just cry about it. Yeah. So her and Big Dog Audi Crooks, like an Audi emblem. Come on, man. Let's go. I'm excited for the Cyclones. We're getting more schedule drops from college teams. They all kind of suck, but we're getting them. It's happening. Yeah, so you guys stay tuned, stay locked in, stay subscribed, and we'll catch you next time.